Kia ora and welcome into Ōtautahi Christchurch. Yes, it is a gnarly old easterly day, a bit of cloud cover. We'll talk about the weather conditions in a moment, but the good news is that we've got some football. This is the inaugural 2021, maybe the only year that it's held, but South Central Series women's football we're talking, and it is the Canterbury United pride. They have been in every national final since 2013 and won back-to-back. December of 2020, they've won so many titles, and they are up and will have a very stern challenge with the Southern United team travelling north to join them here on this cloudy day. Bit of drizzle coming in as well. We hope that the sun will break through. Mike DeBono, talk us through the Canterbury United pride side.
Yeah, thanks, Les. So speaking to Alana Gunn this before the game, they're going to be rolling out as a 1-3-4-3, a little bit unusual for them, with a back three of Freya Lodge, Witham, Rebecca Lake, Michaela Hunt, a midfield four of Elena Firth, Kate Loy, Annalie Longo, Whitney Hepburn, and a front three of Lara Wall, Kate Guilford, and Nicola Dominikovic. And really looking forward to seeing young Chiara Pichelli come in and Charlotte Mortlock a little bit later on.
Well, their coach is Alana Gunn, a rarity in women's sport in this country, and we caught up with her a little bit earlier to find out her thoughts on this opening match.
Alana, great to finally be getting the campaign underway today.
Yeah, it's a really nice feeling to be back at English Park. The girls are really excited, and it's been a random time for us training, but this week's been really positive.
Any particular players we should be looking out for today?
Yeah, we've got an exciting kind of new team after wishing a few Pride players from last campaign away. So I've got a really exciting young bench that I think is going to be really exciting to watch. So Lottie Mortlock, Chiara Pichelli coming off the bench. They're my two picks for today.
Yeah, she certainly is passionate about the game and certainly passionate about the players and the development of them as well. Talk a little bit more about that as the game goes on. But as mentioned, the opposition today is the Southern United side. And what intrigues you about this team, Mike?
Yeah, it's an exciting little lineup here. Speaking to Graham, really fired up for the Southern Derby, and they'll be going with a 1-4-3-3, looking with Amelia Simmers in net, and at the back Tony Power, Hannah McKay-Wright, Kelsey Kennard and Renee Bacon, and a midfield three of Rose Morton, Kirsty Hare, Emily Morrison, and a front three, quite attacking front three, and an exciting front three of Margie Diaz, Amy Hislop and Chelsea Whitaker. And really looking forward to seeing Chantel Smith come into the game a little bit later, who will provide some real attacking impetus.
Yes, people might be surprised that she is starting on the bench, but there is a story around that. Their coach is Graham Smale, and let's catch his thoughts about this opening match for his team.
Starting the campaign with a local derby today, Graham. That should be an exciting fixture.
Yeah, well, we couldn't have asked for more, I suppose. That's Canterbury have set the benchmark in the last few years, and sort of the big sister, little sister rivalry that we have. So yeah, looking forward to it. It's a great way to start.
Any players we should be looking out for today?
Well, yeah, there's 16 on our side that you need to be looking out for. So I really don't like singling out any players. It's a team effort, and I think that's been the strength of Southern football in general over the years. It's all about team and not individuals.
And how's preparations gone then leading into the campaign?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's been a long pre-season. The girls have been outstanding. The commitment in uncertain times has been exceptional. They've just got on with business, and now they're going to be rewarded, getting to play some footy. So it's great.
Yes, Graham Smale, or should we say Detective Graham Smale, with the Southern United side. Now, we talked about the weather to start with, and it is a gnarly old easterly, and you can't hide from it. It finds you wherever you are, and we do apologise for the noise in the microphones as well, but as mentioned, you cannot hide from it. It comes over 17 k's, it's swirling around, probably getting up to 25 with those gusts, and 15 degrees. Meant to get up to 18 in the Garden City today, and I don't know that we'll get to that with this wind, and there was a little bit of drizzle earlier on too, but the good news is at least the sun's trying to burst through the cloud cover. Won't matter to the players, Mike, they'll just be stoked that they're out there and that they have got a game, and as you said, hats off to New Zealand football for getting this underway.
Yeah, I think you've got to pay a thanks to them and all of the federations involved, but also spare a thought for those that can't be involved, that are in lockdown and due to this COVID sort of climate, and hopefully they're watching, and today they can get a decent look at a great Southern derby, and I know both coaches are really looking forward to it, and some exciting talent in front of us today.
Well, coming out into the middle of the pitch, Graham Smale on your left, Helen Littleworth, the physiotherapist, and Patrina Roach, team manager, finding their way to the bench, set themselves up, and I'm sure the players very shortly will be out in the middle here of English Park. And so much on offer, and of course Canterbury United, and we talked about that December match here, the two teams. This is the Southern United side coming out and getting applause from the few crowd that are allowed in, those officials. Aaron Nottage with the whistle, Ralph Klink and Subho Saka, the ARs, and if needed, Tom Lawson's there as backup as well. So there we are, the sun bursting through. That's good news. But yes, COVID restrictions, they can have bubbles of 100. I think they've got 3 bubbles around the ground.
I think that is. I'm not sure it'll be too much of an issue, but I think that Steve Sumner stand will hopefully slowly see a few more people come in. But yeah, I think there's 3 bubbles in action today. Amazing what it does to sport, eh? And what we have to do to adhere to certain protocols.
Now the important thing is the players for their long pre-season, which you heard Graham Smale talk about. They have got action very shortly coming up, and they will break now and get into their formation. Wearing blue, Southern United, of course, from down south of the bottom of the South Island, will go left to right on the screen, and Canterbury United Pride on the right of your screen. So for Canterbury United Pride, that December match 2020, where they got their 3rd title, no Gabby Rennie and no Talia Human-Watt, no Kate Taylor, Zoe McMeekin or Alyssa Winham, of course, over with the Phoenix, and some scholarship players back to the US, Emma Clark and Lily Bray. So the bit difference, and it will test the depth of Canterbury United Pride, Mike.
Yeah, it is a loss with those players, but on the team sheet, you bring in someone like a Kate Loy, you don't miss too much. She's been in under 17 World Cups, under 20 World Cups, so it will test the depth, but I think it's exciting. It opens up the door for some young players, and we have got some good young players on the bench in terms of Lottie Mortlock and a lady from what's her name is Bichelli. Kira Bichelli. Yep. So really excited to see that from their perspective.
Yeah, they've got big raps from the coach too, haven't they?
Big raps from the coach. But yeah, good luck to all of the girls that have gone over to the Phoenix, and it just opens up more spots for everyone.
Yeah, it does. Annie Foot in goal for Canterbury United Pride. She's been the number 2 behind Una Foyle, who unfortunately in that Rita Fitzpatrick Cup broke her tibia and didn't realise until they were in lockdown. And so it's meant a long time recovering, although she is on the bench today for the Canterbury United Pride, but it gives Annie Foot that opportunity to get out there.
Last year Annie Foot knew into the Pride environment, and I think last year this was her debut game against Southern, so starting today against Southern. Last
year at Rangi Ruru School as well for her, so big day for her. And in goal for Southern United, Amy Simmers. Looking out for Rose Morton though, really very, very good player for Southern.
Yeah, that's going to be a good battle when you see someone like Annalie Longo, who's probably going to head the attack from a midfield perspective, and Rose probably looking to take care of her in some way, shape or form. So it's going to be a really good battle.
Oh, Annalie Longo, what do you say about that? 124 cap, football fern, absolute legend.
Still going.
Yep. And we're off. South Central 2021, and already there's a bit of communication out there early. New formation for Canterbury United Pride. And using the 1-2s already.
Yeah, talking to Alana about that just in the warm-up and that sort of stuff. She said they'll go for a 3-4-3, might go into a 5 at the back with Nicola and Lara Wall pulling into wide wing-back positions, which you've actually seen.
So a couple of turnover in possessions, but Annalie Longo used to 4 World Cups, 3 Olympics. I mean, that's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, she is a stalwart of the game in this country, and there's not too much you can say about her. I know her personally, and I know her through the football side of things, and she is passionate about the game. She's passionate about wearing whichever shirt she's in. But yeah, an absolute stalwart of the game, and a great role model for some of these young girls to be looking up to.
Yeah, cool that she's available and playing.
Yeah.
So much to learn. Yep.
Absolutely. And I think she's sort of maybe not putting herself forward for the Ferns and concentrating on her new role at New Zealand football.
Amy Hislop had an opportunity there for Southern United and just couldn't get the pass away, but they've got it back, Southern have, so it's pretty much in the midfield at this stage.
Yeah, I think you'll be seeing both teams trying to keep it on the ground because of this wind. Each coach will be saying try not to get too much in the air. Both teams fairly big, fairly strong in the air, so technically both are very good as well. And here you see Southern United on attack and win a corner, first corner of the game.
Well, it's a good test, isn't it, of the new defensive unit for Canterbury United Pride. And let's see what Southern United have got up their sleeve early on. Renee Bacon to take the corner. And yes, you're right, there are some tall players. 10, Amy Hislop, watch out for her. Be one of the taller ones. Number 11, Emily Morrison. Know where the back of the net is, that's for sure. Flat.
Corner.
And still with Southern United. Early pressure for Canterbury United to defend. And easy for Annie Foot. Get a feel of the ball early on in the game, that's important as well. Rebecca Lake, she's certainly got presence on the football pitch.
Yeah, very much so. Been a big part of this program for a long time.
Here she is now, directing play, talking. And good ball forward for Annalie Longo to run onto it, out onto the left-hand side. She's waiting for, no, offside.
Called offside.
Just a little bit too quick, off the mark.
But you can see the attacking intent there, so Annalie Longo breaking from a deep into in between, I suppose, breaking from lines and then in between two players for that long ball from Rebecca, but just didn't time her run.
It's a threat though, isn't it?
Oh,
It's a threat, it's an early threat, and it's a good header from Lake.
And that's what she provides,
Longo.
is that attacking threat. And
Longo, look at that, gets through too. Can't get the ball away under a lot of pressure. Lake will go back and retrieve, wanting to keep the ball up the field if they can. Firth in there as well. Nice story too around Nicola Dominikovic wearing 21 for the Canterbury United Pride, Canadian, who folks have just got out of MIQ. And first time that they would have seen her play live in New Zealand. They've enjoyed the live streaming that they've seen from overseas, but they'll be here in the park somewhere.
Oh well, hello to them and welcome. I know they did try to get over previously, but again, I think that was a COVID-affected piece as well. But great to see them here, and they'll be looking to see Nicola trying to get on the front foot, as she does. Very attacking player.
And what's more, we're lucky because she's an ED nurse doing her thing in these COVID pandemic times.
Yeah.
And here she is out.
She's still got time to play some football,
Exactly.
which is great. This
Yep.
is her relaxation time for her to, so I suppose, put a bit of that fun hat on and get out and get rid of some of those stresses. So.
Absolutely, yep. So important, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
So good having sport, organised sport. We are grateful, we are mindful of what it's like up in Auckland and the Waikato. And if I could put out a personal statement here, do the right thing, get a jab.
Get a jab. I've had both of mine. How about yourself?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. High and headed in, no, easily mopped up by Amy Simmers. So it's pretty even.
Pretty even so far, yeah. A bit of attack from both ends, corner early on, and then that little attack through from Annalie Longo, but yeah, pretty even.
You could see the wind holding up that ball in the air just then from keeper Simmers. A bit of work to be done here now. Lodge with him. out there, looks to go back and test foot's boot upfield, does so. Nice control down the back for Southern United, working well as a unit.
Just progressing up the field, just trying to play through from back and into midfield. It's great to see though players wanting to get on the ball, which is great. Sometimes a little bit tough when teams come to this region, get starved of the ball a bit, but at the moment, as I say, pretty even.
Yeah, well, another player that Alana Gunn will be looking at, it won't be one of hers, for sure. She was last year, Margie Diaz, wearing 13 for Southern United. Made some good strides last year, has gone down to uni and playing for Southern United, 13 shirt, and she is a handy player on the improve.
Yeah, she's a good quality player, good in the in pace, good pace and good feet. They'll be looking to, or Canterbury, Otago will be looking to get her into wide positions and maybe into one-on-one positions so she can take players on. But yeah, very handy and very good in front of goal.
I'll tell you what, look at that pressure that Annalie Longo put on the defence then, and it means they've kept Southern down that left defensive end. Wasn't able to get possession, but it just made them work a bit harder, didn't it? It's amazing what a bit of pressure does.
And you're always going to get that from someone like Annalie Longo with all the energy she's got. She's playing very high. Looks like she's in a sort of a striking position, so...
Wall. Oh, nice little air ball. Finds Longo this time. She's not offside. She's got an opportunity here to get a clean shot in, but boom, towards the goal and catches the back of Hannah Mackay-Wright, was it? The shot at goal, first real attempt that we've seen on the goal. It was blocked before it got to keeper Simmers.
Yeah, it was a great ball through from Lara Wall and Annalie making a late little run in behind the back line, but some fantastic defending by Kelsey Kennard, which kept on showing her out wide, and then the shot was blocked by one of the other defenders. But that just shows the attacking intent that, or the attacking firepower that Canterbury United Pride have got. But great defending.
Very composed. Here's Longo again challenging. 2 red shirts, Wall up there as well. And Lake coming up high as well. So pushing up, happy to go and test out this Southern defensive structure. Diaz can't get the ball through. Lake. Got so much time on the ball, hasn't she?
Yes.
1-2 through. Mackay-Wright now eyes up the goalkeeper. Nope, she won't go back. Instead opting to go through, and Hepburn intercedes it. Keeping possession well.
Yeah, keeping position well, but the wind just seems to disrupt a little bit, so you can see a ball through the air. But they've got to be very purposeful with those passes because the wind is going to take it forward. But on the opposite side, Southern can look to overhit the ball a little bit, so the wind will actually hold it back. So
it's a strange crosswind, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like it is at the Canterbury United Pride's back, but it's always crossed and then it's swirly. Really tried hard to string those 1-2s, haven't they?
Well, the old cliche, it's a little bit of a game of chess at the moment, isn't it? Trying to pull players out, trying to make a little bit of an opportunity. We've seen a couple of opportunities from Annalie Longo, but the Southern side defending really, really well. You can turn over throw with a little bit of pressure there.
Hasn't really opened up.
No.
You don't expect it would at this stage. Late coming through, being strong in the tackle, and a great burst through from Kate Guilford for Canterbury United Pride, beating a marker. Morrison comes back well, and we just have to reiterate, as we did at the beginning, the noise coming into the microphones. There's nothing we can do about it when we have this easterly. It's the blight on our summer, believe you me. ruins a very good summer's day, or if you're
Yeah,
hoping
it
for
does.
a barbecue at night.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be too many of them happening tonight unless you've got
No.
a nice covered patio.
Yeah, exactly.
With the Pride just trying to pull.
Oh, nice ball out
Yeah.
wide, just a bit too far for Wall to run onto. But you've got to try it. It's early days, South Central Series in this match for both these teams. You want to pick up early points in a competition, don't you?
Yeah, it's a very quick fire competition, but yeah, everything's up for grabs here.
Trying to draw the players and not
Yeah.
being a lovely 1-2 skills from Rebecca Lake coming through.
But very organised, this southern side. Where the ball is, they're getting decent pressure. They've got a trying to make Canterbury United actually play.
Hunt goes through and collects her pass. It wasn't well directed in the first place, but she got it back. They still have possession. You're almost looking for that big switch out wide, aren't you? Because they've played a lot up in this left pocket.
We can see Lara Walls pulled herself right out of screenshot just over here on the left-hand side, trying to get that ball. They've got to get their head up and look for that crossfield ball, but just not happening.
High ball, have to wait a long time for it to come down because it held up in the wind. But it clearly being played in the defensive half of Southern United. Not deep defence, but certainly...
Yeah, just in that defensive third, but I think a little bit of that's probably conducive of the wind that's there, so the Pride will be really wanting to get something out of this wind.
Great pass from Longo out on that right flank. Hepburn was there, opted to go straight back. And in now, speculative, great coming through. Keeper Simmers read it beautifully. Strong and confident, wasn't she? Another genuine shot on goal. Can she get the left boot onto it?
Again, great defending, but what a great ball in by Anley Longo, which just missed the head of Kate Loy. But keeper Simmers I think got a knee to it to clear it out.
I was waiting for the
Just
whistle.
a little bit of a melee over there. Everyone was waiting.
Yeah, who's going to get the whistle? It was a great piece of patient defending from Southern United and using that left flank to great effect too.
Yeah, nobody's really opened up anyone as of yet. Just small chances here and there. Just waiting for that one clear opportunity. Great little turn in there.
Hislop, yeah,
Ooh.
strong. Getting called foul.
Handball.
Yep. Wanting to take it quickly that time was Michaela Hunt. And getting the ball, finding Guildford out there on the right. Where's the support? Dominikovic was up there, putting pressure on. One getting up again. It was starting to die down, I thought, for a moment there, but no.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, was too. Tell you, nose drippingly cold, that one.
That's a great
ball in. Dominikovic gets it over to Longo, who feints, does a good balk, has a shot at goal, and straight at Simmers, who was firm and confident again.
Again, good defending, but a great ball. You see, great ball over from Brecker Lake on the angle through to Longo, who's just hanging off the shoulder of the back line there. But some great defending by Renee Bacon, and strong in net for Southern United there.
Yeah, Eleanor Firth did well there too, waiting for that long, high ball to come down. Means that United Pride have got the possession again for the ball to go through. And a speculative half volley. They are denying Southern United possession here.
Yes, they are. Just trying to pull players out to see if they can just get someone in behind. Here we go, there's a ball in.
Dominikovic out on the left flank this time. Here she comes. Ball in, flat, and asking for more. Not getting it, still chasing after it hard. Gee, she's a quick, fiery player, isn't she?
She is. She's renowned in the football scene up here. Fast, pacey, fiery.
Competitive.
Competitive is the word.
Yeah.
But again, just seeing Canterbury United Pride trying to turn the back line of Southern United when they're pushing up. But again, just working off little half chances.
Lake looks out wide. Firth. And Wall gets the ball away. Trying to win and keep possession. Oh, great ball through! And the end asking for a corner, and they'll get it.
That's the creativity of Kate Lloyd. Back to goal, just has the vision just to put a little side football through. And I think it was Kate Guilford coming through, but great defending again. But Pride with their first corner of the day.
Well, they'll be kicking into the wind. Be interesting to see.
Well, keeper needs to look out on this one, because if they get it high enough, these sorts of things have been known to.
There it is, swirling away. Oh,
Yeah.
there it is, from the first corner of the match for the Canterbury United Pride, and it was difficult for them. There was a confusion in deep defence.
Yeah, I said just before, just got to watch that wind, because the ball's going to be pushed toward goal, and I think that happened. So I'm not sure if Kate Guilford actually has been credited for that, or whether it was Rebecca Lake.
You've got the eyes, Mike De Bono.
Yeah, I think it's straight from the corner, to be honest.
Right. So Guilford.
Yeah.
Until we know any different, that's who we will credit the goal to. Kate Guilford, 16th minute. And Canterbury United Pride 1-0 ahead after holding possession for the first 15 minutes of the game, and they were able to, from their very first corner, get the ball in the back of the net. It was always going to be tricky with the wind. Oh, great little hustle
battle in there
between these two. They'll be counting the opportunities they get to go in against one of the best players that New Zealand's seen. Annalie Longo turns around and demands more from her players.
Absolutely, and she won't shy from them, even though she was maybe a foot shorter. You're still going to be having to work pretty hard to push her off the ball. Now I think you'll just see Pride just calm down a little bit now and look to get on the ball a lot more, look to progress with a little bit more accuracy.
Simmers having to come out and boot it upfield. And this time, keeper to keeper. Eleanor Firth doing the right thing, booting it back to Annie Foote in goal. Wall, what can she do with it now? She's got Hepburn in the middle if she wants her. She's opting to go out wide. And a nice little header through from Dominikovic as well. She's roving, isn't she? Side to side, out on the left before.
Yeah, they've got a good relationship, both Wall and Dominikovic, that they will change sides regularly. What that does is it just, as a defender, just makes you have to change how you defend, maybe, whether you're coming up against a left foot or a right foot, so you're changing that little dynamic each time.
Just while the ball's over that far side, Mike De Bono, you know, just going back to Tokyo games and how good was that Gabby Rennie goal?
Oh, so I was sitting there with the kids actually, and when Gabs came on, it was kind of like we're cheering and roaring, and then all of a sudden,
oh, great save. Again, difficult ball, but they are testing the defence, and particularly Amy Simmers in goal for Southern United.
But yeah, it was fantastic, and that was a true Gabby Rennie goal. She actually read it really well with the ball coming over and her opposite run to make space for herself, and then just a little poke in.
First touch, wasn't it?
Yeah, first touch.
Yeah.
So
here we go. Longo can't get onto the end of that Dominikovic pass. It's still in play, is it? Yep.
So yeah, it was fantastic. Fantastic for her, fantastic for the family, and hey, look, fantastic for the region to have one of our own scoring on the world stage, which is great.
Absolutely. Opening match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I can remember the commentator, it might have been Seth Bennett, talking about she eyebrowed it in.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. But what an awesome first touch, eh?
Yeah.
How she would have been feeling.
It's all about, you know, you want to be competitive and you want to win games when you're at the Olympic Games,
Yep.
but for, you know, a team that hadn't played much at all, it's about putting that experience in the bank and then using it later on.
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely. And then on the their counterparts in terms of the men did really, really well as well.
Yes.
You know, a little bit of luck and other circumstances might have seen them progress even further. So
I'm sure people know Gabby Rennie, Waimakariri Club.
yes.
It's where it all begins. Grassroots so important. Oh, this is an interesting ball. And in the end, she's out of a goal. And they only have to have a shot. And back there is the skipper, Rebecca Lake, cover defending. Super job. Didn't have to be called into action, but...
And one would be beg to see if there had been no wind, would that have been a little bit different.
Yeah.
But anyway, you had Rebecca Lake doing what all good defenders do, is covering well, which I don't think would have seen her stop anything happening anyway.
The keeper had to come out, didn't she, really?
Yes, she did have to.
So it was the right thing to do. Oh, some of the accuracy in the passing from the Pride is very good. Working hard to get on the end of this.
And that's,
Guildford,
yeah, that's tough.
goal
You know,
scorer.
talking about the wind and what it's going to do to the ball for some of those straight balls. But good intent there by Alana, but maybe just take a little bit of weight. Kate's fairly pacey, but once the wind gets on that.
Great skill between the players. And a mistake in there. Dominovkovic has a shot that didn't get good connection. She was hurried, wasn't she?
She was, and a great ball over by Lara Wall, and some flustered defending there by Renee Bacon, which gave Dominovkovic the opportunity.
Hislop, strong player in the middle for Southern. She's already shown us she's got the skills, composure.
Yeah, just a little bit of pressure now on the Southern side, and you can see a couple of little mistakes happening.
And Longo will get out of my way, says Whitney Hepburn. And Longo retrieves, makes a bit of room for herself, doesn't she? That's the good thing. And it's the confidence too, that's such a big part of it. Here she is still with the ball, mesmerising the defenders, has a shot at goal! I thought that was goalward bound.
Wow, that is Annalie Longo of brilliance, isn't it? Knowing what she's going to be doing, a little bit creative, but that just snuck over the bar.
As the sun disappears behind those clouds, a little bit of spit drizzle, that easterly drizzle. Not only is we're contending with the wind into the microphone, the drizzle. Shot at goal this time as well. It's coming in 2s and 3s now for Canterbury United Pride. 1-0 they lead after 16 minutes. First corner for Canterbury United Pride. And Kate Guildford we are crediting with the goal. Yet to hear anything different.
Yeah, just the pressure that Canterbury United Pride's applying is just seeing a few mistakes happen through Southern United, which we didn't see earlier on.
Now they've got a chance, calling for the ball. Hislop looking for that left side flank, and a mistake in there too. Chance now for Southern United Pride. Tied it all up, and it all happened down here, started before halfway. An opportunity that they have taken with both hands. What a finish, Mike.
What a finish. But it started from Tony Power on this right-hand side, ball through to Amy Hislop, and then a cracking little ball through, but a little bit of uneasy defending in the centre there, which I think it was it Emily Morrison, I think, broke through there and did very, very well under pressure to finish that. So 1-1.
Well, all the composure in the world.
Very much so,
getting
yeah.
a chance.
Morrison.
Yep, and the 50-50 ball, which she claimed, and went through and just put it straight into the middle back of the net. Nothing. There she is again in action. Boyd. Oh, yeah, that was a bit clumsy, and there'll be a card as well. Intentional foul coming from Helena Firth. Not wanting to see Morrison break through again. Wow, what a goal, 1-1.
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of come against a little bit of the run of play when you just had that constant amount of pressure. But this game is funny, isn't it? But it was a great little ball down that right-hand side, and Amy Hislop did well to turn the player she was on, and a good little ball through. And Emily Morrison really comfortable finishing that.
Wow, what a goal, though. You can clearly see it's made a difference already in the confidence stakes for Southern United. And when you get those sniffs, you've got to take them, don't you?
Yeah, especially against this team, because you don't get many of them. So the opportunities you get, you do need to take. And then now this just puts a little bit of pressure on Canterbury United, which earlier on looked very comfortable, and now you see a little bit of pressure trying to play out from the back, and they lose the ball.
Oh, a lovely little one too. This is looking for that cross to Diaz, who was running up on the right flank.
Yeah, and Charlotte Whitaker on that side, she's got some really, really good pace, good lefty, and she won't be shy of taking players on. So just a little bit of a turn here. We've got Southern United putting on a little bit of pressure.
We heard Graham Smale, the coach of Southern United, say pre-match that they are a very good team. He didn't like to highlight any players in particular, but they play a very good team game, very committed. Wall with the ball and deep defence. Now it's Southern's turn to put a bit of pressure on. The ball through to Longo. Magic skills from her. Gets the good pass out onto the left as well. Diaz.
Oh, Margie Diaz, great little turn there, draws the foul.
Well, they've responded well, haven't they, Southern United? They had all that pressure. It was all about Canterbury United. They had the possession.
It was.
They got the opportunities to strike earlier than what they did, but they've withstood it all, a team in blue, and they've come back and they have put a beauty away.
They have. In the last couple of minutes, they've been on top and forced a few mistakes and really putting some pressure on. You see some great work there by Chantal to turn it back over for them. So here they come again, trying to build from the back through Hannah McKay Wright.
Well, they've suddenly just got a bit stronger on the ball, haven't they, Southern United players, as a group thing. And the little flick through, and that's up, that's offside.
And that's fantastic defending by them. They've great discussions, great talking, just looking along the line there, and the last defender, I'm not sure who that was, I think it was Kelsey Kennard, just looking across the line there and forcing or pushing Anneli offside. So great defending.
A lot of movement. Goal scorer Emily Morrison, always
took that well, didn't
working
she?
hard to try and give opportunities for the ball to get to her. And that's clever work too.
Good defending. Keeper will pick that up.
Kelsey Kennard's done well, hasn't she? They've withstood a lot.
Well, I think the back line have done very, very well. You know, the goals come from a corner, so it's not come from
A lack of structure. Shot at goal this time.
Yeah, it's not as if they've been drawn out and been played through and played around. It's come from a corner. You know, it's just been misjudged. The wind has been a bit of a hindrance in that. But their goal there, they've created on the right-hand side, pushed it up through the middle, and finished really, really well. So,
well, they've certainly stayed firm with their structure, the team in blue.
yeah, and that's what their coach will be giving to them. He'll have them set up in a way that they'll be looking to frustrate this Canterbury side.
And we haven't even seen Chantal Smith
No,
yet.
we haven't. So look out for that, because she will bring a lot of attacking impetus to this southern side. Not saying they haven't had any attacking impetus yet. They've done.
But it will just be another addition to what they've got. And of course, the reason why she isn't starting here's a great speculative straight at goal. Hislop, she has worried the Canterbury players with her presence out there in the middle and her game nous.
Well, I just think again, it's just they're just sitting off, allowing Canterbury United to play, which is great, and just saying to them, hey, look, you can either play through us, round us, we're going to make it hard, but we will try and pounce on your mistakes, and they have. So hats off to them.
Yes,
and they're making it really hard for them.
Yep. Good contest really good contest.
It's a Southern derby, isn't it?
Yep.
It's fantastic.
They've got to be perfect at both ends for both teams.
Absolutely.
Who's going to come out on top? Amy Simmers races back with the ball, tries to keep the game going. It's been good, isn't it? There's been a lot of momentum.
I love the intent of both teams to want to play and to play out from the back. It's fantastic.
It's been incredibly skillful too. Lake gets the pass off. Loy and finds Guildford again. And in front of goal, can she get it in? No, wide.
And Kate Guildford did really, really well there. Gets the ball across. Annie Longo back to goal, manages to turn. But great defending again, making it hard. That's what the Southern side is doing, just making it hard for this Canterbury United side. As we know, perennial champions, but that doesn't mean anything at the moment.
No, absolutely. And look, here's Hislop again, and she's offside.
Just going to have a look along the line, but love the intent.
Yep, a worrying presence from a Canterbury United pride, and fantastic to see from a Southern United. Lake. Morrison was doing her bit as well, putting pressure on. This time Longo races and reads it well. The ball in the air again. Trying to weave her magic into the goal. Now, can they get a shot away? Again, that defending coming through from Renee Bacon.
Yeah, they're just getting a foot in here and there, the Southern side, and just making it really tough. There's no clear chances. And you can see there Renee Bacon making it hard for anyone to get a shot in there and just putting the body on the line. So
great defending, staunch.
yeah.
That's what it's got to be like.
It does.
Yeah. Loose ball. Who's going to be on the end of it? It is Southern United, and they find Hislop as well. She's the lone ranger there, gets the pass away very quickly over the other side.
And that was Rose Morton, just getting hold of that ball there and playing that long ball forward to Amy Hislop, which then opened it up. And you go from defending in your own box, and now you've got a throw near halfway. So
it's great understanding, isn't it? Because they know that Hislop's going to be there because she's reading the game so well. And they've got some possession here, steaming up. Tony Power gets the pass through to Hislop, asking for offside, and they get it. But a chance up on the right flank for Southern United. A lot of chat out there.
Yeah, it's a great movement in that from a full-back side of things from Tony Power, but just Amy Hislop just needs to maybe just have a look along the line, maybe do a different run off the shoulder, the back shoulder of a midfielder, of the defenders, just to keep herself onside.
Well won by Lara Wall. He took a bit of a nudge in the shin, but the ball forward to Longo this time. It is a keeper. It is Longo versus Simmers. She's got the defender Bacon back there as well. Can she get this shot away at goal and easily mopped up?
Kate Guildford with the final shot, but again they're looking for that long ball, raking ball, and for
just a miss in deep defence. Haven't seen too many errors from Southern United. And again, it is Dominikovic gives it away.
Again, you just see the pressure from Southern United, which is now putting pressure on Canterbury United pride, and that final pass, that pass that Alana Gunn will be wanting to be a lot more precise, is just falling away a little bit.
Now, Kelsey Kennard used her body really well there. She looked as though she was being challenged for the ball in deep defence, and just did a little jig with her hips, turned herself around and got the ball out wide. Excellent clearance.
Well, I think the ability of all players right from the back right to the front has changed over time, and when you look at the skill level of the players, is a lot better than what it used to be, and just shown in that little play there.
Just the confidence to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the composure to think, well, I've got plenty of time, or have I, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Especially when you've got someone like Annalie Longo
breathing down your
around
neck.
and that sort of thing. So well done, hats off to her, just to be composed enough to be able to do that.
Eloy's worked hard for the United Pride team
Yep.
in that midfield. There's a little nudge through again, finds Longo. Gets the pass away and coming through for Southern in blue. Looking forward again for Hislop, who's been really good one-on-one. But it's Longo who's back there helping clean up as well. 19 is Firth for red and black. And Lake, they've played a bit out on the left, haven't they? Talk about composure.
Yeah.
There's plenty there.
Good defending by Southern here.
Oh, that's really getting in front of the player. Tony Power.
Oh, that was a great little ball. I could see what Amy Hislop was
not
trying
out.
to do.
There it is now. But
Just wanting her fullback to continue that momentum forward, and
yeah,
that
she
would
did
have been,
well.
yeah.
You could see her getting in front,
Yep.
Tony Power, and yet that determination which you would expect from a team coming from the south.
Mhm.
They are really rising to the challenge, Southern United. There's just a little more pace to them, more challenge. Look at this, Emily Morrison again, the goal scorer, and she's got Hislop to her left. Can she get the shot away? And over the top.
So Emily Morrison read that little ball, which was just under hit. Maybe she could have taken it on a little bit further, but unselfishly fed it through for Amy Hislop, who took it out to her left, took an extra touch, and then just put it over the top of Annie Foot's goal. But a warning there for Canterbury United, but you can just see what Southern's trying to do.
I just love the energy that Southern have
Yeah.
brought to the game and backing themselves in the 50-50 contests and coming through.
But again, it's that straight ball. The wind's going to pick that up, and it's going to be very frustrating. But fantastic, Southern United. They could have been 2-1 up there, but here they go again.
Through to Hislop again, racing across from the cover defence.
Again, it's come from this right-hand side. Tony Power's having a great little game in here, getting involved. Margie Diaz getting on the ball, but Southern asking a few questions here.
A lot of questions, holding their own and more.
And you can see Annalee now has to drop a little bit deeper because she wants to get on the ball. So it's a big plus for Southern United, having to have forced that little change in terms of making Annalee Longo come a little bit deeper to get on the ball, whereas you saw her higher up the pitch trying to get on the ball. So frustrating.
Well, the tables have been turned somewhat
Yep.
in terms of determination, because Southern have certainly come back into it, because they were
Absolutely.
out of it in the first 20. Not out of it, but they didn't have possession.
No, they're just the impetus was with Canterbury United pride, but it
Yep.
was always going to take something quick to break it down, and it did. It came from an Emily Morrison good little run through and a composure to finish. So
Yeah, that combo of Power, Hislop and Morrison. Powerful trio. Good stuff. It's good quality football. Opening match of the South Central Series.
and nice to see Southern come up with I suppose them just having a lot of confidence in themselves. And
Here's Morrison again involved. And this time Hislop demanding again. And it's 2-1.
great little ball. She wasn't offside.
No, they were waiting for it, Canterbury
Yeah.
United Pride, and Hislop has been rewarded for her relentless running and reading it, being in the right place at the right time. It is 2-1.
And I would argue the fact that they deserve it. They deserve to be on top at this point in time. Last 10 minutes they've been on top after the Emily Morrison goal, and now Amy Hislop. What a fantastic finish on that near post.
Well, she's hovered in that
She has.
front attacking role all match, and she's been likely, and now she has put the Southern United side 2-1 ahead, deservedly so.
Absolutely. What she's done is she's actually engaged with the three of the back line of the Canterbury United Pride, so they haven't had any opportunity to settle on the ball or anything like that. So she's done a really great job in terms of that, and that there is just reward for the pressure she's put on there.
Absolutely. Hislop will be buzzing after that.
And now she's wanting it. Look at that. Fantastic. And now you can see some real confidence in this Southern side.
Well, that first goal, the Emily Morrison goal for Southern just seemed to really bring her team up, and you could see the difference in the challenges, the regaining of possession, getting in front of the player when they were receiving the ball. Here she is again.
Yeah, we talk about little moments, and you could see that shift just through that goal, the impetus of how they were playing the game, how they were getting on the ball or not getting on the ball. It just seemed to shift.
That was pretty important from Hepburn. She certainly replied with some grit to get that, and this time it'll be them. They're all clapping Southern United. Longo doesn't love it.
And you can see the frustrations on this Canterbury United Pride side. And hey, look, this is going to test them.
Yeah, this is good.
Which is fantastic.
Yep.
And a great little little bit of a knock on the head there.
Hislop's so strong through that tackle, isn't it? Look at her wanting that ball and getting the better of a mark-up.
A couple of injuries here, so that's not looking good. So you got a couple of head injuries here.
Morrison.
And Elena Firth.
And Elena Firth, yep.
So just in the challenge there was a little flick on from Emily, and Elena came in from behind and they just hit heads, so not good to see.
No.
Hopefully they'll be both good, but maybe a little bit of rest for each, but we can see the coaches now. They'll be wanting to have a bit of a word. Graham will be just telling them to keep going.
Well, it's been a great reply from them.
Well,
really starved of a bit of ball, and to come back and take the opportunity when they did against, you could absolutely say against the run of play.
Initially it was,
Yep.
For that first one, and then they deserved the second one.
Absolutely.
They were on top.
Yep.
It was a great ball from the free kick that came over. A little bit of indecision around the defending, but that comes from the pressure they're applying.
Yep.
So it's not that they didn't defend well, it's the pressure that was put on them. So all credit to the Southern side, who have really turned this around, and we're going to have to see a champion team from this Canterbury United side.
Exactly. So Morrison's really got herself back up, taking a good sip of water, as all the players are. And time to get back into action after that, both players.
So it should be a drop ball, I think, further up the pitch.
So Morrison and Firth will wait for their reintroduction. Nice little handshake on the sideline for both of them. Ready to go down. Lots of smiles from Emily Morrison. Why not? She's injected her side into this match. First goal scorer, 2-1, Southern lead after Kate Guilford scored for Canterbury United Pride, and then 2 goals from Southern United, Emily Morrison and Amy Hislop. And they've just bided their time, one might say, Southern United, and have really come into it in the last 20 minutes.
They're really picking up on this right-hand side. And that's a corner, I think.
Diaz won't run it down.
I think there was a little touch in there. All right, goal kick. Got that wrong. But again, they just seem to be picking a little bit up on this right-hand side. They seem to have, or maybe have picked a little bit of a weakness or something. I'm not sure. Especially if it's Rebecca Lake.
Oh, look how they're defending this goal kick.
So you see what they've done prior to. They pushed off and didn't apply too much pressure, but now they're pressing really, really high, which is indicative of where they're at. 2-1 up, they can force the play.
Yep.
And they'll be happy with this, just getting some throws further up, wasting a bit of time. Not long till half-time.
Yeah, I'd make it about 3 minutes.
About 3 minutes to half-time, so all they need to do is hold on. Oh, bit of pressure here.
Yeah, sure is. And Diaz!
Oh,
great save. Annie Foot and goal. Gosh, they're really peppering this defence now.
Again, the pressure from Amy Hislop, fantastic. And then Diaz coming in, and it just sat up nicely for Annie Foot. But again...
Diaz, just like a little Energizer bunny in there, isn't she?
So, yeah, 3 minutes to go till half-time. And I think all Southern United need to do is actually probably just keep pushing the way they're pushing.
Yes.
Don't change anything.
The winds abated somewhat, which is good news. Good. And again, a win.
Ooh. And there's I think a Whitney Hepburn who's been in here for quite a long time, getting herself a free kick there. Didn't see much in that. So Southern United just need to be strong in this here because we saw from the last set piece that Canterbury United had, they scored from it. So keeper Amy Simmers needs to be really aware here. Some late runs from behind here, you can see.
Kate Lloyd, it's a bit of, well, that's poorly taken, isn't it, in the end? And
again, Emily,
Morrison again. The key component. Hislop again's won the ball 50-50, and Diaz is in a stretch, and foot comes out and does really well. Reads just how far that ball was going, the speed it was going, and snuffs it out, but that could well have been the third goal.
To the other end.
And this is Dominikovic. And a bit of confusion in there too between the two Canterbury United Pride players. They get the ball away. Longo this time has a shot at goal. It's all happening.
Oh my God.
Wall has a shot. Oh, that is courageous defending for Southern United. Brilliant, putting their body on the line. Wow, and Morrison will relieve the pressure.
Oh my God, what a passage of play that was.
Was that Tony Power who got herself?
Yep,
that
got her
was
out in front
brilliant.
of it.
That was so courageous.
But I think it's all come from a fantastic save at the other end from Annie Foot on Diaz, and then breakaway from Longo, who's hit the.
Got
who's
it
hit the.
Oh, and that time it's not a good finish from Lara Wall.
Yeah, and Annie Longo's hit that upright, and it's come off, and I think it has hit Tony Power, and they've cleared their lines.
Yeah. That was
End
just
to end.
sensational. That really was.
Wow.
So gutsy, that save.
But great defending again.
Yep.
You know, you could see when Annie Longo came through, she had 4 people to contend with, and the shot was made harder by defending and pushing her out wide. So again, hats off to Southern, who have defended really, really well.
Yep.
But again, it just shows the, I suppose, the prowess of this Canterbury United side. Just give them one opportunity and they can take something.
Yeah, but they have created a lot and haven't finished.
Yeah. Yes, true.
Let's be fair.
True.
And it's part of it is you've talked about it, the pressure on the shot or being denied a really clear opportunity, but they've had a couple of buttes. And that's certainly saved a sure goal from Tony Power.
Again, great.
And that is half time. And look at the players, Southern United particularly, running off very quickly, and so they should. They'll be buoyed by their lead going into half-time of the Southern Central match opening up, and it is Canterbury United Pride behind because Southern United have 2 goals through, first of all, Morrison, then Hislop, and they replied to Kate Guilford's goal after 16 minutes. It is Southern United 2, Canterbury United Pride 1. Well, the players coming out onto English Park, and Southern United will be buoyant, and they've certainly taken their chances. They're 2-1 ahead of Canterbury United Pride, and while we've got the opportunity, we have found officially that the Canterbury goal scorer was Rebecca Lake after 16 minutes from that corner. It didn't go directly in, so let's just change that on the score sheet, Rebecca Lake. But make no mistake, the 2 goal scorers for Southern United, Emily Morrison and Amy Hislop, and they have certainly taken their opportunities, and expertly so. And in the last 25 minutes of that first half, Mike De Bono, they dominated.
Yeah, Graham Smell will be really happy with what he saw in that last 25 minutes. And I think we talked about just little moments, and that goal from Emily Morrison really was the turning point. And we saw a lot of pressure prior to that from Canterbury United Pride, but then the swing, once that goal went in, and then you saw the last 20 minutes or so, the Southern side probably could have had another one. They could be 3-1 up, but you know, all credit to them. They've battled hard, and they've been defensively very, very, very good. Even though Canterbury United have had a couple of opportunities, they haven't been clear opportunities. I think the clear opportunities have come to the Southern side, and they've taken both of them. So congrats, and Graham will be pretty happy with what he's seen. And I think there'll be a bit of discussion between the coaching group and the Canterbury United dugout as to what they should be doing now.
Absolutely. Yes, captain for Southern United, number 2, Rose Morton. She has been a key player for them. They've done so well. We've talked so much about Emily Morrison and her input. Amy Hislop's worried Canterbury United defence constantly right throughout the game. Even when they didn't have the ball, she was a threat. And Morrison again now on the ball, immediately showing the intensity. To me, Mike, has been ramped up since Southern United scored their first goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're seeing when Canterbury United get on the ball, you've got players pressing. They'll be told to press in certain areas, so you're just seeing then the ball's gone out wide, they haven't pressed. There's no need, it's away from the goal, but when it gets into attacking areas, they'll have 1 or 2 numbers pressing the ball, and then just really getting in when the ball drops for them and clearing it, or taking control of it and then trying to create something.
And there's Hislop up there, 3 Canterbury players surrounding the ball carrier. You can just see that wind, that easterly, horrible easterly wind, having another part to play in this match, holding the ball up. But that is behind the backs. It's coming across, but it will be behind. This is Diaz, so quick for Southern United, but gets dispossessed by Canterbury. But that wind will have a say, as it did in that first half. It's in the backs of the Southern United side wearing blue, if you've just joined us, and they are ahead 2-1, deservedly so. We talked about a number of opportunities that Southern have had. We think that they could have maybe got a third one late in the game, but how many opportunities did Canterbury miss?
Yeah, I think we had the discussion during the break, didn't we? It could be anything from 7 to 8 chances, but again, you know, they're not clear chances. They're opportunities which have come under pressure. Oh, and it's a free kick to Canterbury United Pride there. I think it was a bit of a 50-50, but yeah,
it was.
The chances have probably swung more so in Canterbury United, but hey, it's not about how many chances you've had, it's about how many you put in there, and hey, it's off to Southern. Yep. 2 goals to put them 2-1 up. And
even that challenge by Whitaker then just shows, you know, the intent that they've come to this match with, and that's what you want to see.
It's a Southern derby, and they've come to this game with that sort of mentality of Southern derby, where you've got to put everything online, and they have.
Yep. It's been good. Let's hope that the noise that's coming through the easterly that's blowing into the microphone isn't affecting the viewing, and we do apologise for that, but we would love to know how to get rid of the easterly. We've been trying to do it for, well, ever. Pressure again going on the deep defence, and a bit of spit and drizzle coming through as well to contend with.
You just hear the organisation of the Southern United side as ball's moving across. You got players yelling and screaming, come this way, go that way. They're just making it very hard for this Canterbury United side. So Graham's done a great job in getting them really well organised. And then you see a little pass like that, which is just overhit.
And they have passed the ball well.
Yep.
Canterbury side in the midfield, but it hasn't really transferred itself into the finish.
No.
And that's because of the defence.
Yeah,
quite
absolutely.
frankly. that's been put on them. Kennard's been great back there as well. We've talked about Renee Bacon. She's been sensational.
Yeah. And Renee's normally a wide player in terms of a winger, who's now playing into left back. So, and she's got great pace. She's got great tenacity and good organisation. She's been in this team for quite some time, so she'll be, I suppose, part of a good leadership piece, which is organising the group and that sort of thing. So.
Can't wait to see when Chantel Smith comes on,
Yeah.
when Graham Smale thinks... I mean, one of the reasons why she's not starting is that she is in the police force and has had, you know, big workload and hasn't been able to train as much maybe. But look, so far his players are doing the job out there, but it will be great to see her on.
Absolutely. And he's coached or had some involvement with Chantel since she's been about 11, so they know each other very, very well. And you know, speaking to Chantel prior to, and she speaks highly of Graham, and you know, Graham's done a great job to get them to where they are here, and you can see it out in front of us today. So hats off to them.
Yep, absolutely. Again, it's a real hustle. Anyone who's on the ball, they've got a lot of pressure.
We always talk about the first 15 minutes either side of half time, which is really important. So this 15 minutes is key, especially probably for a Southern side who's, I suppose, in the box seat, but it takes just one little mistake.
Again, 1-2 passing, but there's a lot of pressure on each pass. They've got 4 in a row so far. Nice little quick work.
Good defending there. Great defending there. So it's a blue ball that, yep. Again, just pressure where the ball is. There's a lot of pressure. I think maybe in the past this Canterbury United team has come up against a lot of teams which have probably given them a little bit of respect, probably a little bit too much respect, but you're seeing a team which is putting themselves on the front foot.
Yeah, it's a good way to describe it actually. Morrison again, wearing 11. Hepburn looks to go one way, passes the other to Guildford. Lovely ball through and that's offside. Again, just a wee bit too quick off the mark. Looks disappointed. Annalie Longo. But
and here we go. Here's a change from the sideline. Talking about the young players coming through. Young Lottie Mortlock coming on for Kate Loy. So this is a big moment for her. This is her debut.
Fantastic opportunity when you're missing the players. We've heard Alana Gunn talk animatedly about the young players. So Lottie Mortlock on jersey 20. But Loy's been good too.
Yeah, she's just come back into the, I suppose, National League frame, but done very, very well at the Cashmere Club, and has been very good for them this year. So
taken quickly. Some good work again. Renee Bacon has been another key. I just saw her communicating with the rest of her players while that free kick was being, or the sideline throw was being engineered, but they look very much in charge.
Yeah, we just saw there. I was talking about the battle between Rose Morton and Annalie Longo, and you just saw it there. And Annalie's having to work very hard just to get anything out of today, and I think that's just depicts maybe where Canterbury United are at the moment. You know, really pushing to try and get this equaliser. And this will be a test for the Southern side.
No, she can't afford to end up thinking that she's got to do it all herself either.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. Here she is about to take the free kick for Canterbury United Pride, Annalie Longo. But
this will be difficult into the wind if she's going to go for goal.
Yep. Here she goes. A little soft kick in there, and well again,
right.
well defended again.
Just look at the tenacity to try and push them back, and well done. Great defending.
First touch for Mortlock, and can't connect up with Hepburn, but luckily come away with the ball. It's a bit messy in the middle there, but Southern United do really well and come away with possession. Hislop's asking for the ball, gets it. Doesn't make many mistakes, Amy Hislop. She is goal scorer number 2 for the Southern United side. This is Longo out on the right. Some good tracking being done by the deep defenders. And can she get a shot away or find a pass? It's in the front of the goal.
And Rose Morton in the way again.
Referee did well to elude it as well. And the ball out
Shelley
wide.
Smith.
Whitaker gets the ball away to Hislop. And Morrison up there again. Hunting it, isn't she?
You see how good they are on the counter-attack. They could expose you fairly quickly, this quick side.
Up on that left flank with possession, gets congested when it gets into that midfield. Kennard again, strong. We've talked a lot about their defensive unit.
Composed as well. She's just taken the ball, a bit of pressure around her, but she's just been composed enough to find a player's feet and now progressed it up to...
Rebecca Lake showing all her experience there.
Yeah, numbers around the ball. 1, 2, 3 or 4 of them, you know.
Hislop, again, just worrying, running.
We've got Chantel Smith warming up on the touchline there, so maybe a little bit of time until she comes in. Maybe Amy Hislop's legs are starting to tire a bit because she's done a power of work today up front.
She has done really well. A little touch from Dominikovic in there. Only a shorter of stature player coming in and trying to knot it in.
But again, an opportunity, but an opportunity under pressure, which is probably maybe what we haven't seen in the past from teams that are playing against this Canterbury United side. So obviously Graham Smail's come up with a game plan around when they're on the ball, pressure the ball.
Yeah, and so Simmers has done well in goal, hasn't she, as well?
Has done.
Yeah, she's controlled it. She's looked dominant.
We talk about the simple things, done the simple things well.
I've watched her. She's run a few K's in the going cross as well and coming out when she's had to. She's been very involved, Amy Simmers. Again, pressure on the receiver, and they turn over possession, Canterbury, because of the demands that Southern have put on them.
Again, look at that, 2, 3, pressure on the ball. Not making it easy for them.
Hepburn having to work hard to try and retrieve that. Sliding tackle doesn't bring anything, and Southern United again pick up the ball.
And again composed, just slowing things down on the throw.
Renee Bacon's telling her players they have to come towards it. Messi again, Hislop in there, commanding space, winning 50-50 ball. And that might have been a little bit of handball called. Longo didn't like
Longo
it.
doesn't like that.
Got to get on with the game. And look at that, already on the counter-attack. Southern United, some smart passing movements down there.
Just a little overhit.
Yep, just needing to probably take cognizance of the wind as it blows into us once again.
It's picked up a bit as well, I think. This plays into the hand of Southern United. Keep some pressure on and keep the Canterbury United team up this end of the park. It's going to be hard to get out if they can play ball on the ground, play through units. It's a lot easier, but the Southern side's going to make it fairly hard for them, I think. Yeah, we're going to pick up if they're going to play long balls like that.
That's another player that's been very recognisable by the work rate and the staunch defending. That's Tony Power.
Yeah, she's been quality, and she was...
good run.
Got Charlotte Whitaker on the side.
Yep, out on the left.
Well, it's broken.
And it's almost a degree of desperation to exit that for Canterbury United pride. And here we have 17. We talked about it. Chantel Smith about to enter the match.
She's come on for Kirsty Hare. Kirsty Hare's had a great game in midfield there. Up against the likes of Annie Longo, Whitney Hepburn, and has done a great job in there. But going back to your comment around Tony Power, she's been fantastic in terms of her defensive work rate, but also connecting with the connecting going forward, and that first goal came from her perseverance to play a good ball through to the striker, and then here she comes again.
Yeah, absolutely. And got pace too,
Yeah,
hasn't
she
she?
has.
Lovely ball through out on the
Ball for
right-hand
Diaz.
side from Smith. And it's got just a little bit overrun by Diaz. But a great ball from Chantel Smith to just come onto the pitch. We've been wanting to see her injection into the game and the influence that she can have. It's brave, straight in front of the goal.
Again,
And
just that pressure, just the we call scoreboard pressure. You know, we're only just 15 minutes into the game, but that sort of pressure really takes its toll, because Canterbury United's got to do something.
Worrying again. The defenders, good challenge from her. She's not going to hold back from that. Physically strong.
A couple of girls warming up on the sideline there for Canterbury United Pride, so maybe a few changes there. Alana Guns, there's Chantel.
Shot at goal. And foot dives to a left, affects the save.
Okay, yeah, we might see the inclusion of another player shortly.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? The first 20 minutes of that first half, it was all about Canterbury United holding possession and stuck in the defensive half of Southern United. The tables have been turned.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mortlock. 9, in fact.
And Lolly Mortlock
Yeah, there she is.
trying to make a little bit of a statement in here. But again, the defensive organisation of the southern side, very, very good. And then they turn it over.
It was
How
too
about that?
slow from
Yeah.
Hepburn, and well read and well
Ooh.
picked off, and Hislop's really having to
Just-
tramp to keep the ball in, but she's offside.
Again, if Amy just makes a run a little bit later, or maybe just comes off the shoulder of the central defender this side, she might find herself onside more times than not.
It's a bit hard though too, with the difference in the wind for
Yeah.
them, having to adjust to that as well, because it has had a big impact. Be interesting to talk to them after the game, actually,
To see how it felt, yeah.
It might just be coming up at this scaffold height. This
That's a
is
great ball.
Mortlock gets it on her back, was running away from it, and the ball finds Hislop once more. Hunt.
Who's an ex-Otago player. That's a great little challenge.
Morrison involved again.
She's,
She is. I've loved watching
yeah.
her. Something always happens when she gets around
Yeah.
the ball, right?
Yeah, those sorts of players, those sort of Cristiano Ronaldo players, that when they're on a ball, you think that just something's going to happen.
Yep.
She's been just like that today.
It's the beauty of the younger players coming through as well and backing their skills. And it's sometimes you hear the older players have got all the experience,
Yes,
but
she
you
is.
love the spontaneity of what they bring.
Yeah, absolutely. And no fear
Yeah,
with it.
that's
Oh, look at
exactly.
that, great back heel.
Wonderful. Diaz just can't quite hold on to it. Has a shot.
Oh, handball.
Rebecca Lake.
Yeah, he's given it.
Yep, he has given
Ooh.
it. Yep. Handball
Wow,
from Rebecca
turning
Lake.
Point. So again, that comes from the pressure. And a great little back heel from, I think it was Amy Hislop, to put Diaz through.
Yeah, the high fives are going
Yeah.
around, and why not? Why not indeed? And it's going to be Hislop. Will take the penalty. Hislop versus Foot.
And I don't think this is, this is a pretty true reflection of how the game's been going so
Yep,
far.
absolutely.
The Southern United side have been the dominant team so far.
Yep.
And I think that comes from more so from their defensive pressure, making the Canterbury United side work hard, but working off a lot of their mistakes, but then being very clinical in those key moments. And as we've spoken, I think, 3 or 4 key moments they've had. And if this one goes in, yeah.
Oh, she's been very precise in where the ball is being placed, that's for sure. Want to get it right. Oh, Amy Hislop, can she get her second goal through the penalty? Oh, and saved
Save.
by Annie Foot in goal. Brilliant. Lots of applause from the few that are allowed in here at English Park. So a golden opportunity to go 3-1 ahead has been lost. Opting to go for the goalkeeper's left.
Yeah. Well done, Annie Foot. Great little save there. So maybe that's a little bit of a spark. Maybe this Canterbury United side needs to get them to start playing. But you know, well, a lot of pressure on them.
You can hear the crowd cajoling Canterbury, telling them to pick it up, because at the moment the impetus in this game and the momentum is being controlled by Southern United, team wearing blue, deservedly so.
And again, that's fantastic football. The keeper's just picked that up and just politely played it out to the right-hand side, and they've progressed it up into United's attacking third, even though it's broken to Annie Foot. But again, just shows a little bit of the composure that the Southern side's got at the moment.
Longo, haven't seen so much of her so far in the second half. Finds Guildford, and the ball across, speculative, not so accurate.
I think one thing that's been evident here is Southern United progressing up there, but Southern United have been very good on second phase ball. Oh, and here we go. Here's Southern United.
Morrison, it's Morrison.
Oh,
And Foot
straight at the keeper. Here's Southern United again. But Morrison threw on goal there and just tried to stick it to the right-hand side of Annie Foot, but just wasn't accurate enough. She'll be kicking herself for that. So 2 chances in the space of 10 minutes for Southern to actually take this game out of reach for Canterbury United. Is it going to come and bite them in the bum?
Some inspired football coming from Southern United with the wind at their backs. They are proving more than a handful. This Canterbury United pride side. Winning the contests like those.
Yeah, just little jewels that are being run, like on that side there, Tony Power just turning over the ball. We really haven't seen much of Nicola today, so Mocha. Oh.
And another change coming for Canterbury. And Frankie Morrow in shirt number 9 into the game. So Alana Gunn, happy to bring the players on.
Yeah.
And off on the very far side, Eleanor Firth, is it?
Firth.
Yep.
Yep. And Frankie will bring some real tenacity and pace and strength up front for the Canterbury United pride side. But here we go again. Here's Amy Hislop.
Goalkeeper out a long way too.
And she's got little Chantel Smith down this side.
And a chance, is it
Charlotte
for
Whitaker, sorry.
Whitaker to have a shot, and fantastic defending, coming back and shutting it down. That's another opportunity for Southern.
So in the space of 15 minutes, three chances really to put this game to bed. But here we go, the corner again, and we've seen in that first half a corner from this side went in for Canterbury United's first goal. So they've got to be careful about the same thing.
Yeah, Rebecca Lake, as we amended straight after the half-time on the official score sheet, Lake was the scorer for Canterbury. And a shot at goal from
Chantel
Smith. Gee, she looks a good
She's
player,
had a couple,
doesn't she?
yeah.
She looks fit too.
She's had a couple. Well, she's I think she's going through some RTF training or something
Yes,
through the police force.
Yes.
So she is very strong. She was
There
talking
she is
about
now making the challenge.
Yeah, she was talking about 20-kilometre pack hikes and things like that.
Oh,
so she will be fit.
Yeah, wow. She could carry a couple of her players on her back. Dominovic looking to get in front, can't do so because Kennard.
Yeah, that was a pass back from Kennard, and the keeper picked it up. So is this a defining moment in this game?
Now,
So our keeper will be busily lining up the wall. Who's going to be taking this?
so this will be kicked into the wind as well, won't it?
Yep.
Awkward angle.
So I'm not sure who's on it. Probably a Kate Guilford.
Yeah. Dominovic and Guilford trying to engineer something. The defence is back there for Southern United. Smith's in there. Whitaker's in there.
Yeah, I think you might see just a little layoff or something.
Well, that's what you'd do, wouldn't it? A little layoff to the left to have a there's the shot at goal.
Oh,
brilliant. Wow, look at that. A bit of confusion.
Yeah, a bit of confusion there. I don't think the Southern United players are wandering around going, what's happened there?
I don't think it's been
Oh,
given.
no, it's not been given.
No, not been given.
Oh, did it not go in?
Here we are. Our eyes are deceiving us. The wind blew across our eyes.
Oh, right. Yeah, indirect free kick, so
Yep.
it can't be given.
That's
So
right.
it needed to be touched first.
Yep.
I didn't actually see that, so confusion either side, and Canterbury United will be kicking themselves to have a position like that.
Oh, it's all learning, isn't it?
Well, are the football gods on the side of Southern United today? It looks like it.
A nice little header.
Not the weather
through.
gods.
Oh, look at that ball holding up again.
And everything just seems to be dropping for Southern United, so...
Well, they've made it happen,
Yeah.
though, haven't they? I mean, when it,
Oh, and then a great little ball
Look
through.
at
Here's
that,
Chantel
Smith.
Smith. Just lacked a little composure.
yeah, but you talk about things going teams' way. You've got to make it go your way, and that's what Southern have done. I mean, we said it so often that they just didn't have any ball the first 20 minutes, but they waited and were patient and trusted what they were doing was right. Got their opportunity, took it, and then have gone up a second goal.
Well, they've obviously had a plan in place, which Graham has been trying to ask them to do, and they've done a great job in terms of implementing it. And you said just maybe soaking up the pressure for the first 20 minutes or so, and then looking to take a chance, and they did through little Emily Morrison and finishing that one, which changed the tide really.
Oh, this is a lovely bit of work
It's
from
Lottie
Mortlock.
Mortlock.
Yeah, some great skill, demanding the offside. And everybody stopped. I didn't hear a whistle.
No. So I think Frankie Morrow thought she was offside there, but nothing came. So, you know, that old cliche, you've got to play the whistle, so you just...
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of... There's Morrison again. Always looks likely. He's brought a lot to this game. A lot of quality football.
But again, that final pass just seems to be breaking down for Canterbury United pride. But again, strong.
Just trying to seal the ball off in the attacking half. Mortlock loses it, that's time.
Renee Bacon just grimacing there. I tell you what, the back line for Southern United have been fantastic today, and also with the I suppose, screening of Rose Morton, they've been fantastic. And a real platform for the attacking side of things.
And the confidence.
Yeah.
You know, the experience. But, you know, they've got the... Canterbury United have the players who've been around. We've talked about Annalie Longo, Rebecca Lake, Whitney Hepburn.
Yep.
They've played a lot of football, but...
There's a lot of experience in there.
Yes, there is, and you have to think the way the game has gone. There's still plenty of time, really, in the game of football, but Southern United have outplayed Canterbury United Pride in that experienced stakes, I think, today.
Yeah, I think so. And they've also been a little bit more, well, a lot more urgent when they've been off the ball.
Yep.
When Canterbury United's got on the ball, been urgent to close it down. And in numbers, you can see it there, you know. And she's had a fantastic game today, I think, Tony Power. And evident in the fact that Nicola...
Oh, look at that 1-2 between Morrison and Hislop again, demanding a big save from Annie Foote.
Yeah, and evident in the fact that Nicola Dominikovic hasn't been really much in the game today, which is a shame.
Here she is on the ball now,
Yeah.
Gets the ball away. So that exactly exemplifies what you're just talking about. And the pressure being put on.
And the numbers they're willing to push in attacking moments. So you see there, 2v1. So if it breaks to them like it has there, they've still got numbers up.
Diaz. Oh, that just went across the face of the goal. They're having lots of opportunities. Taking them, having a shot, putting pressure on.
And to be fair also, we really haven't seen much of Anneli Longo in the last maybe, well, even in this half. She was pretty evident in the first 20 minutes.
Very prominent, yeah.
Couple of opportunities, but really hasn't stamped. But I think that comes down to the fact that the Southern side have been very...
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
just missing that just a
final
little
ball.
bit. But the intent
Yeah.
from Power,
Oh,
Bacon
Kennard
does
again.
really well. Yes, they've kept the ball out of the danger areas, haven't they? Being so clever. Renee Bacon stops the attack and gets the pass away, just can't pull it in. I tell you what, they're huffing and puffing both teams out there now,
They
aren't
are.
they? Yep.
You know, and it's tougher for Southern. You know, had to travel up this morning. Speaking to Chantel Smith before the game, flew out at 8 o'clock, so they're up very early getting flights, and they don't get back till real late. So they'll be relishing this, and they will.
Well, it hasn't shown itself, that tiredness, really.
No, but and you know, those are the sorts of things that just make you dig a bit deeper, because you know you've got a big long day, and to come away with something makes that day even better for you.
Yep. Let's not forget they could have been up 3-1. Penalty saved by Annie Foote in goal for Canterbury United. They saved Hislop's penalty. Goal kick.
Yeah, just very quick to second phase ball, as I mentioned earlier, and I think the Canterbury United Pride have just been a little bit slower on that second phase ball, and their final act has been probably not to the standard that they would be happy with.
Hislop receives the ball, as always in a really good position. Smith gets the pass away. Mortlock. A little bit of misunderstanding, I thought, between her and Hepburn then, as Chantel Smith takes the ball out wide on the right for Southern United. They have another shot but can't get it past. It's a good challenge between these two experienced players. Rebecca Lake.
That epitomises the Southern Derby spirit there, doesn't it?
Yep.
And Southern come away with it.
Not going to give, are they, both teams? Still in play. Players, you could see them stand up waiting for a whistle. I've seen that a bit. Dominikovic, speculative, gets the ball through, the bounce.
Just the bounce wasn't on here.
Yeah.
Kennard just tidies up, always been there.
Showing a bit more intent, are they now at the moment, Canterbury United?
They're just throwing a few numbers forward, I think. You're going to see them chance their arm a little bit more.
Great hustle. That was a great hustle from Morton. Across the face. Having to draw the big left boot. Exit the ball, but a really good exit too, because it takes it out of the mess, doesn't it, in the middle and right out to the sideline.
Well, they're just going to try and create something then that, there you go, just epitomises the pressure again. Okay, probably would have been better off going for a ball to feet there or in centrally.
everybody's almost at a standstill. And it's off Kennard. There's always lots of communication, whether it's by voice or by hand signal from the Southern United players.
Yeah.
That thing, that teamwork component that Graham Smale talked about at the beginning is very evident.
And again, the intent to play out there is fantastic. You know, they're 2-1 up. They could just go, let's push forward and we'll go long from the keeper, but you know, really happy and composed to play out from the back, and it's really, really good to see.
Oh, Mortlock! Wow, wonderful skills from the youngster. Can't get past the 2-on-1 though.
Yeah, I think she came up against a strong Chantal Smith there.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Showed a little bit of the wizardry though,
Yeah.
didn't she? Hislop winning the battle. Good challenge. God, she's done a lot of running since she's come on, Lottie Mortlock, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And the safety of the sideline.
So 10 minutes to go. Will we see any further changes from Alana Gunn to try and get themselves back into the game?
2 players, and Longo finds some space between the 2 of them, hoofs the ball across and tries to head it in, and again, Morrison gets good purchase on that, but straight out shot at goal, and
speculative.
Not bad though, was it?
I'd be happy if
Into
they're
the wind.
shooting. Yeah, but I'd be happy if they're shooting from 25, 30 yards out.
Oh, it might have hurt a right leg too. Or was it
ooh.
cramp? Or
So Lara Wall's gone down. Whether it is cramp or she's
tweak something?
yeah, but yeah, again that just shows the pressure that Southern United are pushing on. You know, I think the backline have had a sterling game from Tony Power and Renee Bacon out wide, not allowing opportunities for crosses to come in. Really been hard in defensive moments. Hannah Wall, Hannah McKay, right, I should say, and Kelsey Kennard at the back have been just sterling. And if they're going to shoot from 25 to 30 yards out, I'll be happy as a back for that to happen, because it's going to be pretty good if it goes in top corner.
It's really interesting watching the 2 teams. You know, when Lara Wall went down very quickly, Emily Morrison came straight over to the sideline, got the drink bottle, put the cloth on, the cold cloth on her head. They brought the team over quickly, and
urgency.
Yeah, and it's again that awareness of what you have to do, save a little bit of energy, and let's get the latest intel. Yeah, they'll be talking positive in there because they've done a lot of good stuff in there. Graham will be just telling them, keep going, keep the same things happening, keep the pressure on, don't give them an inch. And I think if they do that, they're going to make it pretty hard for this Canterbury United side to come back in the last probably, seven or so minutes we've got. Yeah, Amy Simmers, the goalkeeper for Southern, is getting some extra advice as well.
Also been officiated really well today. You know, as a player, you're always mindful that you don't want the referee involved too much, and we really haven't seen too much of them. They've made the right calls, so
hasn't been much whistle.
No, so they've done a great job, I think.
Yep.
Allowed it to play.
Says a lot for the players too, though, that they've allowed the skill to take over.
Yep.
Hepburn looks up, and what can she create? Got the pass, and this time...
Oh, has it been a sub?
Bocelli.
Bocelli's come on.
Yep, number 7.
And she must have come on for Lara Wall. Yep, so Lara Wall's come off.
Taken quickly, Lake recognises there are only a few minutes left in the match and is trying to up the ante.
Again,
Hislop and Morrison, they have been
fantastic
dynamic,
today,
haven't they? They
Yeah.
have been really good. They've had some great support. We've heard about that. Oh, look at Bacon streaking up that left flank. Look at her. That is brilliant. From the back, and the intent, the teamwork, the precision, and a big fight here between Hislop, not fight physical, but wanting to retain possession. But what about Renee Bacon?
Renee Bacon.
Oh,
She was puffing and blowing before, but
boy, she was
some
wanting
legs to get
that,
up there.
She was wanting that ball back.
Now she's got to get back because Dominikovic ain't going to make it easy for her.
United will go shoot wide. The Pride.
Great defending again, right from the back. What can you say? It's.
But what about Renee Bacon?
Yeah.
They've got a 2-1 lead.
Yeah.
They're into the last few minutes of the match.
Still chancing
Still
her arm.
attacking.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
And then a great battle in the middle there from Amy Hislop and probably someone she's played with for a while, for Michaela Hunt.
And still sending the ball forward. Might be a bit far. Oh, was Hislop just pulled up a bit lame there? Left calf. A bit of cramp. Gee, she's done a lot of running.
Yeah, she has.
And remember, this is the first game in the South Central Series.
Yeah, she's gone.
Yeah.
So Amy Hislop's down, which is a bit of a shame, yeah. And can Canterbury United take the impetus with one player down? So still down.
Passed well in the midfield, Canterbury United Pride, but haven't converted it up the front. It might be the story of their day as Dominikovic gets the ball high across, and it's, took too long to kick the ball.
Tony Power again, just clearing that.
Morrow couldn't get the shot in, and it was whisked away in a flash.
No, I think Amy Hislop's day's done. She's really struggling with whether it be cramp or a pulled calf. So Southern United will just be wanting to get this out so they can make a change.
Yeah. Amy go down as the call from the bench.
So they've managed to get a stop.
Yeah, it is cramp, I think, more than anything else, because it doesn't look like a pulled muscle.
I think they'll bring someone on anyway, because she's done a power of work. Cramp keeps popping up. Looks like, who's this, warming up?
Helen Little with the physio for the Southern United out there. Juliet Lucas. Oh.
Getting some instructions from the coach.
Yeah,
So
better for Hislop to come off,
Yeah.
the rest of the competition to go. So
Yeah. Last couple of minutes, you're probably better off just to just consolidate what's happening here. So Canterbury United with an opportunity, with Southern down to 10 players. But Margie Diaz, great challenge there.
look at that.
Rose Morton as well.
That tells you everything.
Yeah.
That little stanza then tells you everything about how Southern have approached this match.
Yeah, and here we go and get the change when the ball goes out.
Morrison up there threatening.
Just pressure, just relentless pressures, just change a little of the dynamic, change the end product for this Canterbury United side.
So Lucas is on and go up into that centre position that we've been so familiar. Amy Hislop dominating today up there. She's been a real force.
Oh, it's a great tackle. He's a new player. They just managed to get a toe on the ball, just to change direction of the ball, just to disrupt. It's just been the tenacity that Southern United have shown today.
Yeah, it has indeed. Longo still persevering. Pacelli goes one way, jinks right and left and gets the ball across. Oh, and Dominikovic parries it, but right over the back.
And that was a good chance there. But Pacelli on the right-hand side there,
Wow.
little jink left and then took the player to the right. A great ball across.
It's the first time we haven't seen Bacon with an answer.
No.
That's the only
Yeah.
time.
And then Dominikovic just skying it to the right-hand side. Again, the intent to play out from the back is fantastic. So last couple of minutes for a Southern United side to hold on to a massive win today.
Oh, well deserved. If it pans out that way, and it certainly looks like it at this stage.
The two youngsters combining.
Clever work.
She's been very good since she's come on, Lottie Mortlock.
Yep.
She's looked to get on the ball, looked to try and create things, get the ball forward, link back to front.
Certainly not put off by coming up to this era. Longo.
I thought Longo would have taken
yes.
it with her right-hand foot. People that know her and see her out here training regularly, she's hitting those sorts of things, but she just didn't back herself there. Great challenge again.
Yeah, and
head.
Hepburn's gone down, and we need the physio. Head knock. Smiles all round in the team wearing blue. They have played such a good team game. Graham Smale said right at the beginning of the match he didn't want to highlight anybody.
So we've got Ruby Anderson coming on for Ruby Diaz. And she's played well today, Diaz.
Well, this time last year she was playing for Canterbury, and here she is in the blue and making a presence felt.
5 minutes left. 5 minutes to for Canterbury United to try and get back into this, or 5 minutes for Southern United to claim a big scalp here. And you'll see Canterbury United Pride will be pushing numbers forward now, so you see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them really driving forward. Kate Guilford on the other side, so 5 in those attacking positions.
Big high
Really.
ball held up in the wind.
Kennard again.
Well in control. Morrison just keeping the ball now, keeping possession our Southern.
Renee Bacon again.
Here she is up on that left flank, and she was motoring to get up there. They have the lead and they're looking for the third goal. Bacon goes across to the new player. Morrison can't quite get a hold of it. But their ability to back themselves and keep pouring on the pressure has been relentless. It's been a real feature of this match.
These are the dangerous times for Southern United. Once they're just a little bit tired, and the players like Annalie Longo will be just looking to get into little pockets.
Oh, there's a lot of urging from the sideline. Whitaker doing the business for Southern United, taking it quickly. Pacelli.
Oh, just poor touch there.
And
Rose Morton clears.
yeah, she's good, isn't she,
She's
Morton?
been fantastic in front of that back line,
21-year-old, Dominikovic.
And that probably just shows exactly how it's gone for the Canterbury United today. Just that final pass or that final run's just gotten away from them.
Well, you can't say enough, really, for the way that they've implemented Graham Smale's game plan, Southern United, and they've not only skill, but that grit and the determination and their confidence to back their game plan, carry it out. The heroes at the back, relentless front running from Amy Hislop, Emily Morrison, a little energiser.
Just
Had a terrific game.
Just very organised today, and see little things are going their way. You'll probably just see them so Rose Morton just putting a hand on it, saying slow it down.
Pushing it high up the other end.
It's a good little ball.
Still
Chelsea
want
Whitaker.
to have another go. Chelsea Whitaker. Just keep it locked up there out on the side. Right high defensive end for Canterbury. And again, they keep possession with the throw in.
Smart play by Whitaker there, just holding it up in the corner there, just getting a throw, now time to kill. And there's no urgency. Renee's, she's just holding on to the ball, and they'll be just looking to get something from here, like it's gone out for a goal kick. But Just looking to slow things down now. 2 minutes left.
Why not, with all the work that they have put together. And very nearly intercepted higher up, but this is Chantel Smith who has the ball now.
She'll ask some questions.
Oh, look at that. Bit of mesmerising footwork over the ball. Again, just happy to have it up here.
Ooh.
Doesn't need to be anywhere else as far as Southern United are concerned.
No, exactly. So it's farthest away from the goal, but Southern back on the ball now. They'll just look to either get a free kick or a throw high up the pitch here.
I tell you what, it means so much. The reserve bench all up on their feet for Southern United, urging their team on for just a couple more minutes.
Chantel Smith keeping the ball. So this just winds down the clock just a little bit more.
Hard to see where the patting the upside of her hand.
Rose Morton just telling the girls just to keep going, keep going. She's been a stalwart in front of that back four today, just breaking up certain things, coming across to get some instruction off Graham.
And Emily Morrison down there helping, got the hydration going as well. Pretty impressive.
So it can't be much now. I think they're just on borrowed time now, referee's time, I think. And it's a pretty happy Southern side if it stays this way here. And that's just smart, putting it into the corner, and we'll put some pressure on, they'll say. They got to play out from the back all that way.
Yep. Going across to...
But still, the Canterbury United are Canterbury United. Champions over so many times, you don't want to give them a sniff because they could still get back in this and pull something out of the bag.
Well, they've got to get the ball and they
but
haven't got it.
Yeah.
And they haven't got it. And it's with Southern. And they've got the free.
Southern's got a throw.
Yeah, got the throw from the sideline. I'm looking at Aaron Nottage. Referee's done such a good job. Is he set to put the whistle and give the 3 long peeps? Not just yet. Right into that pocket, that defensive pocket now. Mortlock gets the pass away.
It's the fullback again who's just intercepted that. Renee Bacon. She's been very good today as well. And there it is.
There it is. There it is. What a win. And look at the
Southern
reaction.
United.
Southern United have come out and up to Christchurch. They have taken on this team that has won so many titles, and there's jubilation for the team wearing blue because they've taken the match over Canterbury United Pride. They opened the score, did Canterbury United, through Rebecca Lake, and then the tide changed.
Tide changed,
it really brought the best out of them. The Power, Hislop and Morrison combined for the first goal, and then Hislop got her name on the score sheet in that second goal. What a game from the team from the south. They've deservedly taken this, Mike.
Oh, absolutely. Hats off to them, and it is well deserved. And I think the commentary, first 20 minutes was all Canterbury United. We were based down here in the defending third of Southern United. They got Canterbury United got a goal, but then Emily Morrison and supported by Tony Power and Amy Hislop slots one away, and that just changed. From here we could see it change. The momentum, the belief, I think, came into a Southern side, and then they got the second. And to be fair, towards the end they probably could have had 2 more if they'd been a little bit more ruthless. A penalty saved by Annie Foote, and then another good save by Annie Foote from Emily Morrison. But you can't take anything away from them. They deserved it today. They fought really hard. Second phase ball, they were all over, and they just didn't let Canterbury United Pride play.
Exactly right. The first 20 minutes might have belonged to Canterbury United Pride, but in the end that was it. It was a Southern team that come away with the win points here in Christchurch. They've beaten Canterbury United Pride, have Southern United by 2-1.